So, you've got a goal. Maybe it's losing 20 pounds, reading 50 books, or finally cutting down on your 4 cups of coffee a day habit. But let me guess, despite all your big dreams, life happens. Work piles up, Netflix drops a new show, and suddenly that goal feels like a distant memory. Here's the truth no one tells you. Goals don't work without systems. Today we're going to dive into why systems beat goals every time, and how you can build one to actually stick to those habits you've been dreaming of. Ready? Let's get started. Think about this. Everyone who signs up for a marathon has the same goal: finish the race. But why do some people cross the finish line smiling, while others drop out halfway? It's not the goal that makes the difference. It's the system. You can set a goal to lose 20 pounds, but if your system is still eating pizza every night and skipping workouts, that goal is staying right where it is, on paper. James Clear said it best: "You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." So let's break it down. What's the difference between a goal and a system? Goals are about the results you want to achieve. They give you a clear picture of what success looks like and what you're aiming for. Whether it's losing weight, running a marathon, or writing a book, your goal tells you where you want to go. Now, systems are about the processes that get you there. Think of systems as the steps, habits, and actions you take each day that push you closer to your goal. Let's say your goal is to write a book. If that's the case, your system could be writing 500 words every morning before work, or setting aside 30 minutes each day to focus solely on writing. It doesn't matter if you feel like writing or not. Once the system is in place, you simply follow it. The goal gives you direction. It provides clarity on where you're headed, but the system is what gets you there. It's the daily actions, no matter how small, that keep you moving forward and help you build momentum. Without the system, the goal is just a wish. It's like having a map without knowing how to get there. Here's the kicker. Systems don't just help you reach your goals. They make reaching them almost automatic. The beauty of a well-designed system is that once it becomes a habit, success becomes almost inevitable. You don't have to rely on willpower, motivation, or even the perfect circumstances. Your system drives you forward without you thinking about it. Still not convinced? Let's take a look at some real-world examples of systems in action and see how they can work for you. Take professional athletes. Their goal is to win championships, right? But they don't focus on the trophy every day. They focus on their training schedule, their diet, and their recovery routines. Or think about your friend who seems to magically stay in shape. Spoiler, it's not magic, it's their system. They've built habits like meal prepping on Sundays and taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The same goes for you. Want to save money? Create a system to automatically transfer $50 from every paycheck into your savings. Want to read more? Build a system where you read for 10 minutes before bed every night. See the pattern? Systems simplify success. So how do you create a system that works? The key is to start small. Don't try to change everything all at once. Focus on what you can control each day, rather than obsessing over the end result. The goal isn't to make drastic changes overnight, but to establish a sustainable process that you can follow every day. It's about taking manageable steps that will add up over time, without overwhelming yourself. First, identify the specific habits that will help you move toward your goal. These are the small actions that, when done consistently, will compound into major progress. Once you've identified those habits, the next step is to make them as easy and convenient as possible. The easier you make it to perform the habit, the more likely you are to stick with it. This isn't about pushing yourself hard right away. It's about making the first step so simple that you can't say no. For example, let's say you want to work out more regularly. A great system would be to lay out your gym clothes the night before, so they're ready to go in the morning. The less you have to think about it when you wake up, the easier it is to get started. Similarly, if you want to eat healthier, keep fruits and veggies easily accessible and visible in your kitchen. When the healthier options are in sight, you're more likely to reach for them instead of junk food. Finally, track your progress. Use a habit tracker or even a simple checklist to keep yourself accountable. When you visually see your progress and check off completed tasks, it reinforces the habit and motivates you to continue. Tracking also helps you identify patterns in areas where you might need to improve. Remember, the goal is not just to reach your destination, but to build a system that makes success inevitable. By focusing on the process and making small, positive changes every day, success becomes a natural outcome. So to wrap things up, goals set the direction, but systems create the results. If you want lasting success, stop obsessing over the goal. Focus on building a system that works. This was part 2 of our Atomic Habits series. In part 3, we'll talk about how to make habits stick. Yes, even when life gets busy. So, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and get ready for the next step in transforming your life. Now go out there and start building your system, one small habit at a time. See you in part 3.